Good day, students. Hope you're doing good. Today we have a reading and listening activity. It's about a very important topic, especially for you, occupations of the world. Okay, so we will start by reading a paragraph about the topic, and then you can look up the difficult words. So let's start first. I will do the first read of the paragraph, and then you can proceed by reading it yourself. So students, I would like you to listen carefully to the pronunciation and follow along. Okay, I will start. What would you like to become in the future? I'm sure you have all been asked this question many times already. And maybe you are still not sure of what you want to do with your life. How you want to contribute to society. Maybe you are thinking you want to become a doctor or an engineer, or maybe not. Maybe you want to become an international singer or an actor. Actually, choosing your future occupation is a hard task. And the best way to approach this very important topic is by getting to know more about the many jobs out there in the world. Do some research about the jobs that you like. Read about the advantages and disadvantages. The more you know, the better your decision. You owe this to yourself, as your decision will have a big impact on your life. So students, now is your turn to read the paragraph. Please take your time, read slowly, and pay attention to your pronunciation. Now, to better understand the paragraph, I would like you to look up in the dictionary any word that you do not understand. This task is very important because it's going to help you with the quiz at the end of the session. So students, I would like you to watch now a role play. This will help you understand how sometimes people choose the wrong job and sometimes they choose the correct job for them. So students, in this role play, we're gonna talk to Teacher Sean and Teacher Dylan about their professional experience. Okay, so Teacher Sean has a lot of experience. So let's ask Teacher Sean. Teacher Sean, what was your first job? Tell us a little bit about your first job.
Actually, I had lots of interesting jobs. My first job worked in a warehouse where we sold toilets. Unbelievable. Yeah.
So here, Teacher Sean, because we want to help the students, did you want to work as a salesperson? Did you want to sell toilets? Or how did it happen? Or it just happened because you needed a job, maybe?
Because I needed a job, and this job was the first one that came. So actually, I didn't really want to sell toilets. So I did that for a little while.
Next second job?
Yeah, next I became a painter and decorator.
Really?
Yeah, but all we did was paint bridges.
Oh, yeah. Bridges?
Yeah.
Okay, so did you want to paint bridges? Like, is it something you wanted to do in your life?
Not really, because I live in England, it's cold outside. I wanted to paint inside, like paint the walls, paint everything.
Okay.
So I did that for a little while. Then I learned to ride a horse and I became a cowboy.
Really?
Yeah.
So that is something, that is the first thing that you did that you really wanted to do?
I was interested, yeah, because I like horses. Horses are beautiful and I love to ride.
Yeah.
But
what happened?
I found out I'm not very good at doing this.
Okay. So you're saying here that it's very good to try in order to know if we really like something or not.
I tried many things. Then about 10 years ago I became a teacher.
So can you tell us, like, why did you want to become a teacher?
I think I like to help other people. I feel like I'm giving something back to the community and to society. Being a teacher is very good for this. So I feel really happy with this job.
Very nice. Thank you, Teacher Sean. Okay, so students, let's ask now Teacher Dylan about his experience. Of course, Teacher Dylan is a young teacher, so his experience is shorter, but still, let's see how he decided to become a teacher. So, Teacher Dylan, tell us about your decision. Why did you choose to become a teacher? Was it difficult to choose, or what was your process? How did you think about it?
For me, it wasn't a hard decision. I've always loved education, being in education. So before teaching, I never had any other job. So I've been teaching now 3 years, and it's a fantastic occupation for me, I think. So
that's fantastic. So did you research, like, let me research about education, about teaching, the advantages, disadvantages, because you've never had a job before, so this is your first job and you like it.
Yes, I love it.
So you made the correct decision. You think for you made the correct decision to be in education.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, so students, first I would like to thank Teacher Sean and Teacher Dylan and see how important it is to first research what job we want to do in our life. Do some research about it. Talk to people who are in that field in order to get more info and see if this job is suitable for us or not. Sometimes we do like Teacher Sean did. You just try the job for a year or two and you see if you like it or not. Okay, now trying new jobs is interesting. It is an adventure, but sometimes people don't want to waste time, so they just want to be from the beginning in the best job for them. So the best thing to do is, in that case, to do a lot of research, ask many people as possible, so you can make the best decision for you.
You see the ceiling? It's very beautiful, isn't it?
You want to paint it?
Beautiful. I really would have liked to have done
I think
that.
maybe you can start. Go for it. So students, before we take the quiz, I want to take you through some occupations from around the world. I will not be giving you a lot of information about each occupation. Why? Because I would like you to do a small research about any occupation that you feel that you are interested in and you feel that you want more information about. Okay? This is gonna help you with the quiz. Okay? So get ready. So students, let's start with the first occupation. What is that? That's a doctor. Well, you can be a heart doctor or a brain doctor or maybe a general doctor, meaning you have knowledge about many things in the body, but with no specialization, like you're not a brain doctor, okay? Or a heart doctor. You just know, like, if somebody is not feeling well, so they will go to you and you can give them the correct medicine for what they have, okay? So the second occupation, do you know what that occupation is? That's a surgeon. Do you know where a surgeon works at? I'll give you a hint for you to do more research about it. So he works at a hospital. Okay? Now if you're interested with what he's doing, I would like you to do a small research about it. Okay? What's her occupation? Of course you know, she's a nurse. Maybe you want to look up or do small research about the advantages and disadvantages of becoming a nurse, so you can have more idea. I know a lot of students like to become nurses and it's a very nice job, but it's always good to get more information about any job you want to do. Let's continue. So what do you think his occupation is? Okay, so he is a businessman. Businessmen usually buy and sell many different things. So it's nice to know, to do a small research and get to know more about the different businesses that are there and the different business opportunities that you can take on in the future. Let's continue. Okay, so what do you think his occupation is? So this is a civil engineer. So what does a civil engineer do? As you can see in the picture, there's buildings, there's bridge. Okay, so the civil engineer, they build buildings, houses, roads, bridges. Okay, I will let you do also a small additional research about this if you like this job. Let's continue. So what do you think this occupation is? This is a chemist. What do you think they are doing? This occupation is very interesting. I will let you do a small research to know more about it. Let's continue. So what do you think his occupation is? He's a judge. I'm sure you are familiar with a judge, where he works. He works at a court. I will let you also do a small research to get more information about his job. And this is a teacher. I'm sure you have a lot of knowledge about this. So you like your teacher? That has a big impact on, like, if you want to become a teacher in the future or not. No? So maybe you can ask your teacher about why did he become a teacher? What are the advantages or disadvantages of being a teacher? Okay? Let's continue. Oh, I'm sure all the boys are very happy now and they are sure this is what they want to do. Okay? So I'm sure you know Messi, Ronaldo. And so do you think, for all the boys, do you think, oh, this is an easy job, this is what I want to do? But I'm sure for some of the boys who play football, they know that in order to become a superstar, it is very, very hard and you have to be very dedicated. So also it would be very nice to look into the advantages and disadvantages of becoming a football player. You know, sometimes if you get injured, that could be you know, very bad for your career, so that can stop you as a football player. Okay, so these are things that you need to look into before you choose a career. Let's continue. Basketball, of course. Same thing, if you are interested, you know, you like to play basketball, do a small research to see if this is something that you maybe want to do for the rest of your life. To have a talent, you know, to be talented and to be a good player, that is good. But is it something that you want to do for you know, as a career? So that it's better always to do a research and know more about the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, let's continue. Okay, volleyball player, also same thing. Look into the advantages and disadvantages of becoming a professional volleyball player. Let's continue. So here in this you can see a pilot. To the left, commercial pilot. So you can become a pilot working at AirAsia or Nok Air or Emirates Airlines. To the right, we have another kind of pilot. It's a pilot that flies warplanes. You will be, of course, working for the army. Okay? So in order to know more, if you like to become a pilot, to know more, please do a small research on what is required, meaning what do you need to do, what do you need to study in order to become a pilot. Let's continue. Oh, okay, let's go back. So this one, okay, I don't know, maybe not everybody wants to become a sumo wrestler, but this is actually a job and some people make a lot of money from this. Okay, so the sumo wrestler, just FYI, it's the big guy, not the small guy. Okay. Let's continue. What is this occupation? It's my favorite. I'm joking, because I hate dentists. I'm very afraid. But so this is a dentist. So if you want to become a dentist, you like to help people, relieve people from their pain in their teeth. So I think maybe you want to do a small research about this occupation. So you know what do you need to study, how many years, and the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so maybe if you're now afraid when you're going to the dentist, you're afraid to go to the dentist, I think maybe you should maybe become a sumo wrestler. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so what is this occupation? Of course, a farmer. We cannot live without farmers, no? So it is a very nice thing to do. So if you like, nature, if you like to work maybe with animals, if you like, to grow vegetables, so I think maybe you should try this. I think here in Thailand, it's very easy for everyone to try this occupation. So that would be a good thing to do, no, during your summer break. Let's continue. Oh, okay, so what do you think this is? This is a reporter. So a reporter works for a TV station, and they do interviews with people. So if you're the type who is shy, who doesn't like to communicate too much with people, maybe this is not the job for you. So for this, do some research about the personality that someone needs to have in order to be a reporter. Okay, let's continue. A chef, a cook. I think we are all good at this. We like to cook, maybe, no? So let's continue. Okay, so what is this? This is a professional photographer. So a photographer, you can be a wedding photographer, or someone who likes to take a risk, or maybe he's adventurous and take, like you see here in the photo to the right, he's with animals that might be dangerous, no? So maybe you like to take to be a professional photographer. Do some research about this occupation as well. Okay, let's continue. And what do you think this is? This is a fashion designer. Of course, a fashion designer. It's not only about the clothes. It could be about bags. Could be about let's say curtains in the house. No. If you like this kind of, like, you think that you have this artistic mood or artistic side, maybe you want to do a research about, is it difficult to become a fashion designer? No, because probably there's a lot of fashion designers and there's a lot of competition. It is difficult maybe to become a fashion designer, maybe not. So do a small research about that, okay? So you get to know more about it. Let's continue. Okay, so what is that? This is a car designer. I'm sure you didn't hear a lot about car designers, but you see all the beautiful cars that are, on the streets. There's someone who designed these cars, and these are the car designers. So if you like that kind of occupation, maybe you can do some research about it to see what do you need to study and what you should maybe work before you become a car designer. Okay, let's continue. So what do you think this occupation is? An architect. So the architect works closely with the civil engineer, especially when it comes to building homes. So the architect designs homes. So if you like to design homes, so maybe you want to look deeper into this occupation and do some research about it. Let's continue. This is our last occupation. Okay, now you're gonna say, oh, how am I gonna become an astronaut? Well, of course, you know that year after year, technology is advancing, and we're going soon, probably we're going to go to Mars, and by the time you graduate from school and maybe university, a lot of people are going to be flying into space. So that could be something to consider. Okay, so maybe you can do also a small research about how to become an astronaut. Why specifically this person is an astronaut and not another one? So what were his qualifications? Okay, enjoy your research because it's going to help you with the quiz. So students, I hope you took the time to research the different occupations because this is going to help you with the quiz. So take your time and focus, and good luck with the quiz.
Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Have fun!
It was taking too long, high five, Hong Kong, whoa, I should